finally, we can now see that Ryan was panicked in general about him being apart from Blake Lively, so much so that when they first communicated with one another,
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story.
Defendant Blake Lively has unequivocally left them with no choice, not only to set the record straight in response to Lively's accusations, but also to put the spotlight.
Lively's complaint accuses Baldoni, who is also the film's director, of creating a hostile work environment and trying to ruin her reputation.
I can also tell you personally, back when I was an intern at Glamour magazine, working under an editor, she said the most difficult person that she has ever worked with and the rudest person that she had ever worked with was Blake Lively.
In a shocking development that has taken the internet by storm, rumors are flying that Marvel has made an unexpected choice for the next actor to take on the role of Deadpool. According to these reports, Justin Baldoni has been selected as the new face of the beloved, wisecracking anti-hero. What makes this even more surprising is the claim that Ryan Reynolds, who has long been celebrated for his flawless portrayal of the character, was blindsided by the news and is reportedly not happy about it. Fans have taken to social media, speculating that Reynolds is furious over the decision, with many expressing their own frustration and disbelief. While some sources insist that Marvel has made the decision behind closed doors, there has been no official statement from the studio. As a result, the internet has exploded with heated discussions, arguments, and even theories about why such a dramatic shift could be happening. Many are questioning whether there is any truth to the rumor at all, while others are trying to make sense of why Marvel would choose to recast a role that has become so closely associated with Reynolds. For years, it seemed impossible to imagine anyone else taking on the role of Deadpool. When Reynolds first brought the character to the big screen, he turned a relatively niche comic book figure into a global sensation. Fans were in awe of how naturally he fit the part, blending Deadpool's signature sarcastic humor, constant fourth wall breaking, and rebellious attitude with ease. The first film's massive success proved that Reynolds was the perfect choice for the role, and when the sequel became just as popular, it cemented his place as the definitive Deadpool. Given all of this, the idea of Marvel choosing someone else for the part would normally be unthinkable. Now, however, rumors suggest that Marvel has decided to take a completely different path. If the speculation is true, Justin Baldoni, who is best known for his work on television and as a director, has been chosen to carry on the Deadpool legacy. This has led to widespread confusion among fans, who are struggling to understand why the studio would make such a bold decision. Some believe it could be part of a broader creative shift within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while others suspect that behind-the-scenes factors may have played a role. One theory circulating online is that Marvel is looking to take the character in a new direction, one that requires fresh energy and a different approach. Given Baldoni's background in both acting and directing, some speculate that he may bring a unique vision to the role. However, many fans remain skeptical, arguing that the charm and appeal of Deadpool are inseparable from Reynolds' performance. To them, the idea of another actor stepping into the red suit is like replacing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It just doesn't feel right. Another possibility is that contract negotiations or creative differences may have played a part in this. Rumored recasting? Hollywood is full of unexpected casting changes, often due to disagreements between actors and studios or shifts in storytelling direction. If there is any truth to these rumors, it is possible that something happened behind the scenes that led Marvel to consider moving forward without Reynolds. Despite all the speculation, there is no concrete proof that any of this is actually happening. Marvel has yet to confirm or deny the claims, leaving fans in a state of uncertainty. Some are holding on to hope that Reynolds will continue playing Deadpool and that the rumors will turn out to be nothing more than baseless gossip. Others, however, are preparing themselves for the possibility that Marvel might indeed be making a major change. If Marvel does go through with the rumored recasting, it will undoubtedly be one of the most controversial moves in the studio's history. The backlash from fans would be intense, as Reynolds has built an enormous following thanks to his portrayal of the character. His connection to Deadpool goes beyond just acting. He was instrumental in getting the first movie made, pushing for years to bring the character to the big screen in a way that stayed true to the comics. At the same time, Marvel has always been known for taking risks, sometimes making choices that initially seem questionable, but later prove to be successful. If the rumors are true, the studio may have a clear vision for where they want to take Deadpool next. Whether fans will embrace that vision, however, is an entirely different question. For now, all anyone can do is wait for an official statement from Marvel. Until then, social media will remain ablaze with speculation, debate, and plenty of passionate reactions from die-hard fans. Whether this turns out to be a shocking reality or just another wild rumor, one thing is certain: Deadpool remains one of the most talked-about characters in the Marvel Universe, and any news about him will always make waves.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
Some believe Marvel executives wanted a completely new direction for Deadpool, which led to the idea of casting a different actor. Others speculate that behind-the-scenes legal issues made it impossible for Ryan Reynolds to continue in the role. There are even claims that Reynolds' frustration comes from Marvel trying to enforce certain contract clauses, allowing them to replace him under specific conditions. However, no one seems to know for sure which conditions might have been triggered, leaving fans wondering whether this entire rumor is based on incomplete or inaccurate information. As these rumors continue, fans have started discussing whether Justin Baldoni is the right choice for the role. Many respect his past work, admiring his dedication and storytelling abilities. Some even believe that he could bring something new to the franchise, pushing Deadpool in a direction no one had imagined before. However, a large number of fans remain loyal to Reynolds, arguing that Baldoni may not have the comedic skill or fan support needed to succeed as Deadpool. The debate has created a divide online. Some people are excited about the possibility of a fresh take on the character, while others feel that replacing Reynolds would be a huge mistake. Many believe that Deadpool's humor and personality are too closely tied to Reynolds' style, making it almost impossible for someone else to take over without drastically changing the character. Social media has become a battleground with heated discussions, fan petitions, and even threats to boycott any Deadpool movie without Reynolds in the lead. Beyond this specific recasting debate, fans are also considering what this means for the broader Marvel Cinematic Universe. With Marvel expanding into multiverse storylines and introducing more heroes, Deadpool's unique humor could be a valuable asset. Reynolds has already shown that he excels at breaking the fourth wall and poking fun at the superhero genre, something that would be perfect for Marvel's interconnected universe. If he is replaced, many worry that this comedic element could be lost, or at least not feel as natural. At the same time, supporters of Baldoni argue that a new actor might bring fresh energy and unexpected layers to the role. They believe that, while Reynolds made the character his own, another performer could take Deadpool in a new direction, balancing humor with different emotional tones. They point out that superhero recasts have happened before. Sometimes they succeed, and sometimes they don't. Despite all the speculation, there is still no solid proof that Baldoni has actually signed a contract. Marvel has remained silent, offering no official confirmation or denial of these rumors. Until they make a statement, the debate will continue, with fans anxiously waiting to see if the rumors are true or just another round of internet gossip.
Furnished definitive evidence that Baldoni has indeed signed a contract.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really
Rumors are spreading that Ryan Reynolds may not return as Deadpool, with reports suggesting behind-the-scenes conflicts and contract issues might have made his comeback difficult. At first, many dismissed the whispers as just internet gossip, but the story has refused to fade. Instead, it has gained momentum, with more people talking about an alleged meeting between Marvel executives and Justin Baldoni. Some even claim that a series of discussions led to a secret deal, which was meant to stay hidden until Marvel made an official announcement. What makes the situation even more shocking is the claim that Reynolds was completely unaware of how fast everything was happening. If these reports are true, he was caught off guard and is struggling to accept the decision. Unconfirmed sources describe him as frustrated and disappointed, finding it hard to believe that his most iconic role may have been taken from him after all these years. Reynolds has always been closely tied to the character, pushing hard to bring Deadpool to the big screen and making sure the movies stayed true to the comics. The idea that he might now be left out is difficult for many fans to accept. People who have followed Reynolds' career know him as someone who is always cool, confident, and quick-witted. He is known for his humor and relaxed attitude, especially when it comes to Deadpool. That's why these rumors feel so strange. If he is truly upset about this unexpected change, it would be a rare moment where he isn't in control. The thought of him losing it over the situation makes it seem like this news has shaken him more than anything before. Adding to the mystery is the possibility that Justin Baldoni could take over as Deadpool. He is known for playing serious, emotional roles and directing films with deep, heartfelt themes. If Marvel has really chosen him for the part, it would be a huge shift from Reynolds' sarcastic, over-the-top performance. Deadpool is a character famous for his wild humor, inappropriate jokes, and unpredictable personality. Baldoni, on the other hand, has never played a role like that. This sharp contrast is making fans even more confused. People are now wondering if Marvel wants to change Deadpool's personality and the overall style of the franchise. Could this be a sign that the studio wants to make Deadpool a little more serious and less outrageous? Is Marvel planning to adjust his humor so that it fits better within the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe? Some believe that since Marvel is under Disney, the studio might want to make the character more suitable for younger audiences. Others argue that Baldoni might surprise everyone by embracing the character's wild side in ways no one expects. The lack of official confirmation from Marvel is only making the debate more intense. Some are convinced that these rumors are true and that Reynolds has already been pushed out. Others think it's all speculation and that Marvel would never replace him without announcing it properly. For now, fans are left waiting, hoping that the truth will come out soon. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Deadpool remains one of Marvel's most talked about characters, and any news about him is bound to create a storm online.
Being frank, if it were not for women giving me direct feedback in my own personal life and being a man who was willing to at least listen to them, there's no chance that I would be having this conversation. So the message, to answer your question, the message is very simple. As men, we need to embrace all of the parts of us that make us human. That's it.
It is.
It's very simple.
There is still no solid proof that Ryan Reynolds has been removed from the role of Deadpool, nor has anyone confirmed that Justin Baldoni is taking his place. The lack of official information has created space for exaggerated rumors, with some people claiming that Reynolds is furious over the situation. This idea has captured the imagination of fans, leading to dramatic speculation about behind-the-scenes conflicts. Even though there is no real evidence, the rumor has gained momentum because so many people feel strongly about Reynolds' connection to the character. Some are excited about the possibility of a new actor, while others are afraid that Deadpool will change too much if played by someone else. Many fans are confused as to why Reynolds hasn't spoken out about the situation. Normally, he is quick to address rumors, especially when they involve Deadpool. His silence is making people wonder if he is legally restricted from saying anything, or if he is waiting for Marvel to make an official announcement. Others think he might be using a different strategy, letting the rumor spread so that he can see how fans react before responding. There is even a theory that the entire situation is part of a publicity stunt. Some believe that Reynolds and Marvel may be deliberately fueling the speculation to create buzz, possibly leading to a humorous promotional video where Reynolds and Baldoni compete for the role, only for Reynolds to reveal he is staying. Another possibility is that the claims about Reynolds being upset are overblown. Actors often face stress when dealing with major roles, especially when negotiations are involved. A small disagreement could have been exaggerated into a dramatic story about him losing control. Hollywood insiders know that contracts for high-profile characters can involve complex discussions, especially for someone like Deadpool, who is both financially successful and culturally important. If Marvel and Reynolds are still in talks, neither side may want to make anything public until a final decision is reached. In the meantime, fans and gossip sites continue to fill in the blanks with speculation. some of which may have some truth, while much of it may be completely baseless. One of the strangest aspects of this rumor is the mention of Justin Baldoni as a possible replacement. When fans speculate about new actors for Deadpool, they usually bring up names like Taron Egerton or other performers known for their comedic skills. Baldoni, on the other hand, is best known for dramatic roles and directing heartfelt films. His name being linked to Deadpool feels unexpected, which only adds to the mystery. If Marvel was really considering replacing Reynolds, it seems more likely they would choose someone with a background in comedy and action. This has led some to believe that Baldoni's rumored involvement is either a mistake or part of an elaborate marketing plan. Until Marvel makes an official statement, the debate will continue. Fans will keep discussing theories, sharing their opinions, and wondering what will happen next. Whether the rumor turns out to be true or just another case of internet gossip, it has certainly kept people talking about Deadpool.
I was testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh, what? Oh,
no.
And then they went like, so what can we do about your eyebrows?
The fact that Justin Baldoni's name keeps coming up in these rumors has made people wonder if this is just a carefully spread story, or if Marvel has genuinely decided to take the Deadpool franchise in a new direction. If there is truth to these claims, it suggests that Marvel has thought long and hard about making a change. One of the biggest concerns fans have is whether this means Deadpool's humor, rating, or overall style will be toned down. Many believe Marvel might want to shift the franchise from its usual R-rated tone to a more family-friendly PG-13 approach, especially now that Disney owns the studio. If Baldoni is really being considered for the role, it could be a sign that Deadpool is heading in that direction, though many longtime fans would strongly oppose such a change. Online discussions have become more intense, with some claiming they have inside information confirming that Ryan Reynolds is no longer part of the franchise. These so-called insiders say that Reynolds was informed of Marvel's decision after the final stage of contract talks fell apart. Some say he was unhappy with changes to the script that were meant to fit Deadpool into the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. Others believe the dispute was about money. According to these sources, Reynolds felt betrayed after years of being the driving force behind Deadpool's success. However, there is another theory that Reynolds himself walked away from the role, and Marvel had to quickly find someone new, with Baldoni being their best option. For casual moviegoers who don't follow Marvel updates closely, the idea of Reynolds not playing Deadpool seems unbelievable. When they hear Baldoni's name mentioned, their first reaction is confusion. Some have even joked about what a softer, more emotional Deadpool would look like, imagining him delivering heartfelt speeches instead of cracking inappropriate jokes. Others, however, are open to the idea of Baldoni taking on the role, curious to see if he can surprise everyone with an unexpected take on the character. But within the hardcore fan base, the debate is much more heated, with many refusing to accept the idea of a Deadpool movie without Reynolds' signature comedic timing. The most dramatic parts of the rumor are the claims that Reynolds was blindsided, and that Marvel has already locked in Baldoni as the new lead. If Marvel eventually decides to break their silence, they could either confirm the rumors in a major announcement, or shut them down completely. If they deny the claims, they might release a statement reassuring fans that Reynolds is still an essential part of the Marvel Universe, and that they are excited for his next appearance as Deadpool. That would likely put an end to the speculation and prove that this was nothing more than another internet rumor that got out of control. On the other hand, if Marvel officially announces Baldoni as the new Deadpool, the reaction from fans will be very telling. Some may welcome the change, while others will see it as a major mistake. Either way, the controversy surrounding this possible recast proves just how much people care about the character and how invested they are in Reynolds' version of Deadpool.
Are not necessarily incompatible.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also,
If Marvel officially announces that Ryan Reynolds is no longer playing Deadpool and Justin Baldoni is stepping into the role, it would spark a massive debate among fans. People would question the studio's decision, the impact of Disney's ownership on creative choices, and whether Deadpool's unique brand of humor can survive without Reynolds. Until an official confirmation arrives, discussions continue to be fueled by speculation, conflicting reports, and fan emotions. Many fans refuse to believe the rumors, hoping it's all a misunderstanding or an elaborate internet hoax. Others are preparing for the worst, fearing that Reynolds has been replaced, Baldoni has already signed a deal, and the Deadpool movies will take a completely new direction. Even those who are open to a different actor playing the character are nervous about losing the sharp, irreverent humor that made the first two films stand out. Some argue that Baldoni might bring something fresh to the role, but many wonder why Marvel would change something that has worked so well. A few fans have suggested that if Baldoni is truly taking over, the transition could be addressed in a humorous way within the movie itself. Deadpool is famous for breaking the fourth wall and making fun of real-world situations, so the film could acknowledge the recast in a clever and self-aware manner. One idea floating around is that the plot could involve Deadpool realizing that he has been replaced, leading to a hilarious showdown between Reynolds and Baldoni. A scene like this could turn a potentially unpopular decision into a comedy moment, making the audience laugh at the absurdity of it all. However, not everyone would find this funny. For some, Reynolds is too closely linked to Deadpool, and no amount of clever storytelling could make up for his absence. If fans are truly upset about losing him, a joke about the situation might feel like Marvel is trying to distract them rather than addressing their disappointment. Some viewers might even see it as an insult, as if the studio is downplaying their feelings by turning the controversy into a gag. Another perspective sees Baldoni's rumored casting as a positive step in terms of representation. Supporters argue that Marvel may be making a conscious choice to bring in an actor who is known for his advocacy and commitment to diversity. They suggest that Baldoni's approach could add new layers to Deadpool's personality while keeping the humor intact. However, this idea has also been met with skepticism. Fans who love Deadpool for his crude jokes, unpredictable behavior, and sarcastic nature may be concerned that the character could lose his edge. The heart of the debate lies in what makes Deadpool special. The films are known for their unfiltered humor, outrageous action, and their ability to mock superhero movie cliches. If the tone changes too much, whether through different comedic timing, a shift in humor style, or a softer approach, many believe it won't feel like Deadpool anymore. While change isn't always a bad thing, fans worry that tampering too much with a formula that already works could backfire. If Baldoni is cast, Marvel will have to work hard to convince audiences that he can deliver the same level of entertainment as Reynolds. Some argue that while superhero roles have been recast before, Deadpool is different because of how much the character's personality is tied to the actor playing him. Unlike other heroes, Deadpool doesn't just put on a mask. His humor, mannerisms, and delivery are all a huge part of what makes him iconic. Reynolds isn't just an actor in the role, he has shaped the way people see the character. Some fans are also questioning why Baldoni was chosen, assuming the rumor is true. When people speculate about who could play Deadpool, they often think of actors with strong comedic backgrounds, someone who has already proven their ability to deliver fast-paced humor. Baldoni is best known for his dramatic roles and directing work, making him an unexpected choice. That doesn't mean he can't surprise audiences, but it raises questions about what Marvel is trying to do with the character. Social media has been flooded with reactions, from jokes about what a more serious or emotional Deadpool might look like, to passionate arguments about whether recasting is a smart move. Some fans have even stated that they would refuse to watch another Deadpool movie if Reynolds isn't in it. Others, while hesitant, are willing to give Baldoni a chance if he can prove that he understands the essence of the character. At this point, the biggest issue is Marvel's silence. The studio has not confirmed or denied the rumors, allowing speculation to grow. If they finally address it, their response will determine how fans react. If they deny the rumor and confirm that Reynolds is still Deadpool, the controversy will quickly fade. But if they announce Baldoni as the new lead, The reaction will reveal whether audiences are ready to accept change or if they will reject it outright. Either way, this situation highlights just how much people care about Deadpool and how deeply they associate the character with Reynolds. Whether the rumor is true or not, one thing is certain. Deadpool remains one of the most talked about figures in superhero cinema, and any decision involving his future will not go unnoticed. The real question is whether Justin Baldoni would be able to maintain the same energy and humor that fans love about Deadpool, or if he would choose to take the character in a completely different direction. As the discussion continues, it is clear that the rumor has stayed relevant because of how much people care about Ryan Reynolds' version of the character. The idea that he was caught off guard or frustrated by Marvel's supposed decision only adds to the drama, making the situation even more intriguing. Some people find it hard to believe that such a major decision would happen so suddenly. Normally, when a big franchise changes its lead actor, there are careful discussions and official announcements. Big studios like Marvel usually don't make these kinds of choices in secret meetings, or without letting the audience know what's happening. Because of this, many assume that the rumors are either exaggerated or completely false. However, the appeal of this kind of story is undeniable. It grabs attention, sparks debates, and keeps fans engaged. If Baldoni really does take over as Deadpool, it would be one of the most surprising changes in Marvel's recent history. Audiences have grown used to Reynolds' sharp humor, sarcastic comebacks, and effortless comedic delivery. His portrayal has become so iconic that it is difficult for many to imagine anyone else stepping into the role. Fans would have to decide whether to accept a fresh take on the character or continue wishing that Reynolds had stayed. Some might welcome the change, while others may struggle to see Baldoni as a worthy replacement. Right now, the internet is filled with endless discussions, theories, and supposed leaks from insiders claiming they know the truth. Some people insist that the casting change has already been finalized and that Reynolds was told about it after failed contract negotiations. Others believe that no such decision has been made and that the rumor is nothing more than wild speculation. Every day, new claims surface, each one contradicting the last, leaving fans confused about what to believe. One thing that is clear from all this speculation is just how much Reynolds' version of Deadpool means to people. The fact that a single rumor about him being replaced has caused such a strong reaction shows how deeply audiences connect with his performance. Even if the story about his supposed anger turns out to be completely untrue, it has reminded everyone of how important he is to the role. If Marvel officially denies the rumor, confirming that Reynolds is still the lead, the controversy will likely disappear quickly. Fans will breathe a sigh of relief, and the conversation will shift back to excitement for the next Deadpool film. However, if Marvel announces that Baldoni is indeed stepping into the role, the reaction will be intense. Some people might accept the change, curious to see what a new actor could bring to the character, while others will see it as a huge mistake. This situation proves that Deadpool is not just another superhero. He is a character that people feel deeply attached to. Reynolds' performance has shaped the way audiences see Deadpool, making it difficult for many to accept the idea of someone else taking over. Whether the rumor is true or not, the passionate response from fans has shown just how much this character means to them. In the end, only Marvel can put an end to the debate. Until then, the speculation will continue, with fans anxiously waiting for a final answer. Whether Baldoni is actually stepping in or the whole thing is just another internet hoax, one thing is certain. Deadpool will remain one of the most talked about characters in the Marvel universe.